Or you muted. One watching. Good morning. It's a religious holiday, Thirsty Thursday. Hello, Howie. Food Forest, how are you? Good morning to you. Been quite lazy, haven't been on here for a day or two. I thought I better throw my hat in the pot. Well, it's going to be a rainy thirsty Thursday, Howie. We haven't had rain here so long. I had to tell my joke. There's been 2 trees down the street fighting over a dog. There, Hallie, if you'd like to come up and join me, I could be talking to you instead of just talking to myself. Oh man, Miss Pam, would you be so kind to turn the air on or the fan on? Wow. I meant to. Hello, Robert. Good morning. Hello, Steve. Would you like to come up? The link's there right above your head. Steve, it's 6:30 for you. Too early. You're awake, ain't you? You don't have to comb your hair or put a shirt on. Steve, I'm thinking I'm going to be on here for only an hour. Steve, I've never known you to be rude. You can whisper. Hi, Kim. How are you? Well, got 4 people. Well, hello, Brad. Good morning, Brad. We will feed 150, 200 people today. And the list seems to be getting longer. Much love and respect, fellow Earthlings. Well, that's pretty good, Howie. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that's hungry, and you see people, give to the overseas people. That's great, but let's feed our people here first. I'm doing good, Brad. You want to come up? I put a link in there for you. I think you're an hour ahead of me. That's right, Robert. Let's fix our own problems. I'm not going to mention any names. You'll know who I'm talking about. Let's fix the White House. Okay, Brad. Sure would like to have you. I'm going to put this in there just so anybody coming in will know who I am. Give you a half hour. Okay. I'll be here for a half hour. Well, we're up to 5 people. Cool. $33 billion in food is thrown out in Canada. In the U.S., this number is 220 billion. I belong to a food recovery program that gives this food out to who needs it. That is great, Howie. Well, here we have a senior citizen, and for $4, you can get a decent meal. I mean, it's not the gourmet of cooking, but sometimes it's good. Yesterday we had turkey and dressing. And then our hospital serves pretty good food occasionally. Pick and choose. But me and Pam can pretty well eat under $10 for one meal. I know what you're doing is you're giving it to the homeless that don't have any money. And we're not rich, but we have a little bit of money, and this is so much easier for us, so we don't have to cook every meal. And the thing of it is, being diabetic, you know, we can go get our food decently, and then what we buy, when it's gone, it's gone. I mean, you can't cook right. You always cook way more than what you should have. Of course, Pam made a real good portion of fried potatoes and onions and shrimp last night. It was delicious. That's right, Robert. Get your belly full for $10. Well, we're up to 7 people watching. Brad says, "Good morning, Pam."
Good morning.
Hey, John. Hey, Kim. Bye, Kim. Clocking in at 10 o'clock. Well, thank you for coming through. Have a great day at work. And remember, this is a religious holiday, Thirsty Thursday. You can drink all that you would care to within reason. "42 churches. We provide food for 12,000 a week. Today just happened to be the street folks." Well, that's great that we're trying to feed our people here. Yes, a nice big glass of suds. Of course, I'm done with coffee. I put that title in there, but I probably won't drink today. I might this afternoon. I'll be down the basement pretty close to the stash. The weatherman is calling for snow here this weekend. I hope not. It's a bit early. Yeah, it is. Are you in Canada, Robert? I know Brad and Food Force is in Canada. I didn't know that Food Force was that close to Rosanna. If we would have had our passports with us, we could have knocked Canada off of our bucket list. Oh, you're in Idaho. Okay, now Idaho Hillbilly was talking about snow, 6,000 feet. Hello, Loader Man. Good morning. Welcome. Of course, it's my own fault. I haven't been on live stream for a while. We've been a little busy doing things around the house. Oh no, Big Steve, you're something. Well, see, Big Steve, if you had one of them redneck bidets, you could have went paperless today. If you ever tried one, it is wonderful. Tell Big Steve how wonderful it is.
Oh, it's great. Mm. It's wonderful. It is really good.
He's concerned about shooting water up his butt. Food Force, I will be traveling soon and plan on stopping by and see cool people and places. Canada is a very large country. You are welcome to visit anytime. The Food Forest. Well, we've kind of missed the boat on it. You're way over in the west side. We're kind of in the middle. We're more east than west, though. We did have a great time visiting Rosanna. Rosanna had back surgery. Uh, I think, wasn't it last Friday?
I don't know.
Yes. Big Steve, Kim lives in Hicksville, USA, at the corner of nothing and not a thing. But as you know, Steve, it's home. Okay, Food Forces have to go. My day is starting. Prayers for Rosanna. Yeah, she said she wasn't home very long. She had to go back to the ER for some more meds. Her back was hurting her so bad from the surgery. Well, I've lived here all my life in Lawrence County. Big Steve. Is that fudge?
No, it's those ice cream bars.
And well, I mean, what did he pour on there?
Cream.
Well, thank you, Brad, for being here. Well, thank you, Big Steve. Big Steve says, I love you, Kim, and Miss Pam, too. Well, good morning, Tupac. Hello. Oh, get off of that thing. I know, Big Steve. I didn't know when we was going to actually be there because we didn't have a scheduled time. Okay. Brad, your wish is my command. There you go. Come on up if it's only 15 minutes. Make sure you mute your YouTube page. That's Steve. He's got his hat on.
Hey, Kim, how are you?
Good morning. Great.
Just getting my chat up in sight here, Kim.
I understand. I'm glad to have you, Brad.
Glad to be here. So you guys had a good trip, eh?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
That was back at the end of May, 1st of June.
Right?
But we will cherish that trip forever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lean back so Brad can see you. Oh, you look fine.
Lean back where?
Straight back.
Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. There I am.
Don't worry about how you look. It took me all night to look this good.
It took me 62 years to look this good.
There you go. All takes us time, but hey, we all get there.
I'm just having my coffee and my prescription meds. I'll be okay in a little bit.
That's a bonus.
Oh.
Absolute monarch. Greetings from South Bend, Indiana.
Wow.
And that's not where
Good
you
morning, Monarch.
Where is it?
It's up north.
Yeah, it's up north. Let me check out. I know I'm a supporter of yours. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I think I am too, but I'm just going to check.
He or she doesn't have any
No content.
But as you know, a non-creator is very important for YouTubers.
Yes, it is. They watch our content. They support. It's great.
And good morning, Aaron Willis. There is a great supporter of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He always comments on about 99.9% of my videos.
Awesome. Good morning, Aaron.
Well, Monarch, that's fine. Now I'm out of the picture.
Right now, you're kind of a supporter, Monarch, and that's good.
Yeah, let's see if I can turn this. Oh, I hate this thing.
It is difficult to get just in the right spot, isn't it, Kim?
Well, I'm not there yet. There.
Robert, that'll be cool. That's what I use as a GoPro for all my videos. They're pretty good cameras.
They really are.
Mm-hmm. I like them.
Oh, Brad, what kind of a laptop do you have? You say you're not pleased with it.
Yeah, it's what they call a Acer Chromebook.
A Chromebook.
Yeah, don't ever buy one, Kim. They're no good.
Well, I'm debating because the laptop that we have is it was a Vista,
Right.
and I updated it to Windows 10,
Mm-hmm.
and it works. And we only use it when we go on a trip, you know. But it just seems like it's so slow.
Ah, yeah.
Good morning, Dave.
Are you sure it just doesn't need to be cleaned out, Kim?
No, we don't have anything in it.
Ah,
It just don't have a very good processor.
right. Well, the thing with the Chromebooks, Kim, is half of the editing software out there will not be compatible with it. I've tried like 15 different other editing material, and it's not compatible with the computer.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the Chromebooks don't have half the equipment in them that a normal laptop has, eh?
Well,
so they don't accept a lot of stuff.
I've been looking at one on Tiger Direct.
Oh, yeah?
And it looks pretty good. It's a Dell, but it doesn't have much of a hard drive. Now, I don't need the storage, but somebody on here, I think it was Brian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
That's better.
He was telling me, you know, if you don't have much storage,
right,
then you're using a lot for your Windows 10, and it runs slower. And I agree with it.
Oh, me too. If you don't have a lot of memory, then you're not going to get anywhere with your computer.
But it's got a 512,
right?
Half a gig.
Mm-hmm.
Now this desktop here has got a terabyte, and I don't know how big a hard drive we have in our laptop. Good morning, Marie.
Good morning, Marie. It's good to see you. Just in case you didn't hear me, I'll put it in the chat. I'm going to grab a coffee, Kim. I'll be right back.
Good deal. Fill my cup up, would you?
I will. I'm right here. If you want to toss her over, I'll catch it.
Okay.
Look at that. I even got to fill up the sugar. Isn't that awful?
Well, you're in another room.
No, I'm in the kitchen. My son and his wife are here staying with us for a bit, so I had to kind of move my my office around. Now it's the kitchen, it's the bedroom, it's everywhere. Don't mind the dishes. We haven't got at them this morning, if you can see that mess.
Yeah, Marie, I've been lazy, haven't been on here, and that's no fault except my own. Dave, the one I've been looking at on Tiger Direct, it's got all the bells and whistles except the hard drive. It's only got a 512, and you use a lot for just Windows 10. Yes, everything is okay. We've been busy here at the house. As you know, Marie, we're getting a couch, so we're getting ready. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I wanted to put a electric line just for the couch. And idiot me, I found the stud and I made a mark where I wanted to cut the hole, and not paying attention, I cut right on the stud. Oh, that tore up a bunch of stuff. So I had to do some mudding and painting and stuff. And then
I think I might have to do number
one night went to bed and turned the fan off, and the chain broke. Okay, on the ceiling fan. So I put a new chain on it, and I couldn't get the light to come on. The fan just continued to run. It would not turn the fan off or turn the light on. So, trip to Lowe's. We got a new ceiling fan. So I got that put up.
Awesome. That's what we need in our bedrooms, a ceiling fan.
Well, if you get one, make sure you have a good mounting box,
Oh, yeah.
because you don't want that thing to. And see, I had to replace that.
We've had them fall out of the ceiling. So I know what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want this one to fall. It's right over our bed.
As long as it's into a beam, you should be all right there, Kim. I think when they put it up in the place that fell on us, I think they just screwed it into the drywall. They didn't bother finding a 2x4 or a beam to hook it to, eh? So that's why it fell out. Which, you got to be really careful when you're working with stuff like that, because that's a spinning blade. They may not be sharp, but they can still do a lot of damage if they hit you and they're on,
Oh, yeah.
Break a few bones.
And the one that we took down was in the house when we bought it.
Right.
It was old and it was heavy.
Oh, I'll bet. Them old ones must have weighed 30 or 40 pounds back in the day.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, every bit of it.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, though, they're pretty light, eh? You can kind of hold them up with one hand. Before, you needed just about 3 people to put one up.
Oh, no, yeah. I took that thing down, handed it to Pam, and I said, get ready, take it right to the floor. Because I was up on an 8-foot step ladder trying to hold it to pull that pin out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. And it didn't have a box. It had like a big screw.
Right.
Huge. It was like an eye screw.
Mm-hmm.
And then rubber grommet went in that eye screw, and there was a pin going across it.
Okay.
Once that pin come out, down she came.
Wow.
Now what's he fishing? Oh my God, a mermaid. She's
I wouldn't mind meeting one of them in real life, a mermaid.
well, she's looking at Facebook.
Ah.
And a guy's out in the middle of the street
In Texas,
in Texas,
it's flooding.
and he's fishing, and there's this girl with a mermaid fin sitting on a skateboard.
Okay.
Water. It's pretty funny.
I'll have to look for that and check it out after. I like little things like that to give you a giggle in the day. It starts your day out just right, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here that's pretty funny.
Robert, that's pretty handy. But I've got a 6-foot step ladder, but Pam has a real nice 8-foot fiberglass step ladder, and I got it out so that I have something to lean on when I'm working. Of course, I didn't have to go to the top step, but our ceiling, I'd say it was at least 9 foot.
We're
Yeah.
just taking it a day at a time there, Marie. He's not really good. His dizziness is a lot worse. He can't stand up very well. So, yeah, I think Dad's on his way to see God, but, I just don't like seeing him in all the pain he's in, eh? I'd rather God take him than to be in that much pain. But we're taking it a day at a time there, Marie. Been raining here the last 2 days.
We need rain bad.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get any for a good week, and we had like 80 plus 80 weather, eh? For this time of year in Canada, that's pretty good. I think it was what they call the Indian summer. I think that's what it was. Thank you, Marie.
When did it rain a little bit the other day?
Not very much.
We got 3/4 of an inch.
Oh, wow. That's not a lot at all.
No, and
So nothing-
that backyard I've made videos on. I'm trying to get the Zoya grass to grow.
Right. How's that coming?
Well, it's really slowed down since we haven't had no rain.
Right.
And you know how city water,
Yeah.
water and water and water, and it's got a lot of chlorine and chemicals in it.
That's not going to be good for it either.
And it's so dry that the ground's cracking. But it doesn't have much grass,
Right.
But what grass I do have, it's coming along fine.
Awesome. Well, and hopefully once you get a good rainfall, it'll just explode. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I've got a lot of what they call Bermuda grass.
Okay.
I really want the Zoya grass to grow, but that
Yeah,
Bermuda grass.
Doesn't the Bermuda grass, doesn't that have a lot of weeds and stuff that come along with it?
Well, it will because it don't choke them out.
Right.
And
Where
it's
the other grass you're planting, that chokes all the weeds out, right?
supposed to, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But you got to keep up on the weeds.
Oh, for sure.
I got this weeder that goes on the end of a drill,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty nice. You can dig up the weeds without bending over.
Nice. Yeah, I know even me bending over anymore. It's hard on the back. Especially if you're doing it for like 10, 20 minutes and you're just bent over getting stuff, right?
Well, I'm not much into the 20-minute thing.
No.
5 minutes, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not far behind you, Kim, believe me. I'm only 55 years old and I feel like I'm 80 sometimes. But I
Well,
guess when you have a heart attack at 40 years old, I guess that'll do it to you.
it's not going to do you real good, does it?
Nope. Never does. Nothing we do in our life seems to do us any good in our old age. You notice that, Kim?
Right?
That's why I say God should reverse it. We should get all this pain and stuff when we're young and we can handle it, and then enjoy a good life when we're older.
Yeah. Dave, he said, okay, catch you later. Gotta go. Get 7 up.
My sick son.
Oh, my sick
Oh, I hope he feels better, Dave. You have a great day.
I've got a friend, of course, he's an alcoholic. I've talked about him on the live before. He said, well, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have took better care of myself.
Yep. We all would have, wouldn't we, Kim?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said. Is he 64 or 65?
4.
Okay, he's 64.
He's the same age I am.
Iron Dog in the house.
Uh-oh.
Good morning, Iron Dog.
Woof, woof, woof.
Pam's barking at you.
Woof, 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 woof.
I think he's barking back, Pam.
Okay.
I love Iron Dog half to death. When I don't see him online, it worries me, eh? That's when you know you really care about somebody, when you don't see him and you get that feeling that something could be wrong, you know?
Yeah.
He says, morning, Pam. And I'm sure he's saying, you're looking
Beautiful.
There he is. He just barked back. Woof, 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 woof.
You look beautiful today, Iron Dog.
Iron Dog's eating my breakfast, he says.
No, I think he's eating my breakfast. That's the one he was supposed to give me this morning.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yep, I think so. What are you eating there, Iron Dog?
looking lovely as ever.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll bet he's eating bacon and eggs.
Lean back. He can actually see today.
Lean back.
Yeah.
Oh, way back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for that, Iron Dog. I'm going to hold you to that. You see that finger? I'm going to hold you to that.
He's supposed to do so many days on $10.
Yeah.
And he can do it too.
Oh, he can so. Oh, Mary just had sausage and eggs. That sounds good, Mary.
And Iron Dog's got sausage, egg, and cheese, omelet,
and
toast.
Wow. That's a good breakfast there, dog. Yep.
It really is.
Can I have water? Just
21 meals for $20.
Hey, that's not bad at all. Technically, 21 meals for $20. You're getting one free here in Canada. One person eats here in Canada at a restaurant. It costs us about $70 for like not one person, but like for the family. I took my daughter and Jen and I went out. I think it was a Chinese restaurant in Woodstock, and it cost us just about $90 for the one night of supper out. I thought, wow, we won't do that again.
How many people?
Get rich or something.
How many people?
Just me and my girlfriend and her daughter. 3 people.
Oh my!
Cost us $90. I said, wow, we won't eat here again. But we went to that restaurant every year for like the Chinese Christmas, you know, and always had their buffet, and it was never over expensive, but maybe that's why, because it was a buffet. I don't know. We ordered right from the table, and wow, I got the bill. I just about crap my pants.
Oh, well, yeah. If you order the meal instead of the buffet, sure.
Oh, for sure.
We've got.
I said if we do that again, it's going to be all buffet. No more ordering off the menu, all buffet stuff.
Well, me and Pam, we went the other day because we had the carpets clean.
Right.
And of course, then we didn't have time. It was too late to go and get something. So we went to the Chinese, and It wasn't that great, but it was food. $13.90 for the two of us.
Right. Iron Dog says I should have just had a cat. It would have been cheaper. Would sold. Marinate that for a couple hours. That's just like chicken balls.
There you go.
They actually in Canada, Kim, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but they closed down 2 restaurants, Chinese restaurants, for serving cat.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
They seriously did.
yeah. The inspector for the restaurant went there one day on a surprise, I guess, eh? And he went back to check all the meat in the freezers, and that's all he seen hanging in there besides a couple of chickens was all cat.
Oh.
And we were wondering why all the cats kept disappearing in town, eh? People were posting up missing cat, you know? I thought, wow. Yeah, isn't that awful, Mary? I couldn't believe that.
Oh.
Mind you, the restaurant got shut down. Thank God.
Too bad Grizz couldn't have got some.
Yeah, Grizz would have loved that. Him and his little buddy Alf. Alf loves cats. Yeah, there's some places, boy, I tell you that you're scared to even try the food because you don't know what it is anymore. Is it a house pet? Is it something that you caught or, you know?
Mystery meat.
Mm-hmm. It's a big mystery anymore. I found out too watching some videos, Kim, on YouTube here. You know how you can buy that box bacon that you can put right in your cupboard? You don't have to refrigerate it.
Pam's got some, yeah.
That's all made out of dog meat, eh?
What?
Yeah, it's made out of dog meat. I'm not kidding you. It's made out of dog meat.
What is? I didn't hear the first
The
part.
box bacon that you buy and put in the microwave is all dog meat. They soak it in salt water for like 10 hours to give it the pork taste. I watched a whole documentary on it.
I bought some from Schwan.
Yeah, but it wasn't in a box. It was.
Oh, that pre-cooked in a box at the grocery store?
Yeah, that you can put on your counter, you know?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's all made out of dog meat.
Oh, God.
I watched a big documentary. They're even showing the dog bodies going down the conveyor belt.
God.
I said, my God, what's wrong with people in this world? These are not animals we eat. They're family pets.
Oh.
They're not meant for that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was probably a good hour and a half documentary that me and my fiance watched on that.
I
Wow.
wonder what it says on the box about the ingredients.
It just says full pork. They don't say anything about having dog on it.
Oh, my gosh.
And it shows them, they fill up this big vat of water. It must be 150 gallons of water in this big cooking thing, and they soak the meat in it from the dogs for 6 hours in about 4 or 5 big 50-pound bags of salt.
Oh.
They pour it in there and they put the meat in there and they just let it sit for days while it gets that salty taste.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get
Isn't that something? I couldn't believe it when I seen that.
Well, Pam buys this pre-cooked bacon from Schwan,
Right.
and you have to keep it frozen.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was in the States somewhere, Mary. I can't quite remember. It's in my history. I will go look it up and I will send you. Do you want to see the video? I can send you maybe a copy of the video. I don't know.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I was just telling Mary. She asked where it was. I'm not sure what town it was in. I know it was in the States.
Oh, my
But I'm
goodness.
not sure which part.
Wow.
Remember
Oh,
that, hon? When we were looking at that bacon, when they're using the dogs to make the bacon?
oh,
Jen was totally disgusted with that.
I understand that. Oh,
Yeah, it was hard for me to watch it too, Mary, because I'm a dog lover. You know, I got 2 dogs of my own. To see that happening to dogs, you just want to grab them people and shake them and say, what the hell's wrong with you?
hmm.
But you know, Brad, I'm a dog lover too, but why do they let their cats run free?
Exactly. If people wouldn't do that, they'd have their pets, you know? It's like a lot of the neighbors around here, they just let their animals out and whatever, right? I don't do that. Mine are protected in the backyard with a fence and
Yeah.
as far as they go, you know. But I guess that changes the animal lovers that love animals to the ones that say they love them when really don't, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Mary. I'd keep your kitten in the house. I thought it was bad when I went down to my sister's one day and she let her chihuahua outside, and we got it back, mind you, but a hawk was flying above the sky, right? And it come down and swooped and grabbed her dog, eh? It got up about 10 feet, and we were all just chasing after this bird, eh? Trying to get this dog back, and it finally dropped the dog. But it took 7 stitches in the dog's back to close up where the tines grabbed it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've even seen videos on here of kids being picked up by big hawks, eh? The dad caught the kid just in time. The hawk had him right off the ground. He was flying away with him.
Well, that wouldn't be as bad as losing the dog.
No, not at all.
Oh, I'm terrible.
I know they do, Mary, and that's a shame, you know, that the government lets stuff like that go on. It's just ridiculous. It's like our prime minister here in Canada. He has spent more money in other countries, like billions of dollars in other countries, and he hasn't spent nothing on Canada. He's sending all our money to, like, you know, where all the damage is done and all that, which I agree. If we can help. But why billions of dollars, and why not work on your own country first? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly, our dog. Our dog said he's an animal lover. He loves cows, pigs, chickens, ducks, turkeys, rabbits, and lambs.
Yeah. They're all pretty tasty there, Iron Dog.
When we was on our trip in Keystone, Idaho, is it Idaho?
No, Keystone.
South Dakota. We was in Keystone, South Dakota, and Pam and I had a buffalo steak.
Oh,
I'll bet that was good, eh?
It was nice and tender. It was great.
Now, the only thing I disagree with that down around here in Canada, my buddy that moved up to Chabot, way up north, he come to me one day and he says, "Hey, you want to go on a moose hunt with me? Or a buffalo hunt?" I says, "Well, where are we going to buffalo hunt around here?" He says, "Oh, there's a guy that raises them."
yeah.
Right? I says, "Oh, okay, so we'll go up hunting some buffalo," right? Well, we get there, and I find out that this farmer, yeah, he does raise them, but you shoot them in a pen. The animal has no chance to escape or get away, so you're just more or less putting them in a box. You can't turn around or nothing, and you're shooting them. I said, "That's not hunting. That's just murdering."
Yeah, but as long as you take the meat and use it.
Oh, they did, but I just don't agree with that, Akim. I agree with
Hunting.
if you're going to go out and hunt, you got to give that animal a fair chance to be able to get away, right? That's the way I look at it.
But we do the same thing with cows, beef.
Yeah, that's true. But they're not really a wild animal, eh? They're kind of wild and kind of not. They're kind of in between tame and that, right? But I just don't think it's right that you pen animals up to hunt them, because no. I was raised, you go out in the woods and you hunt. If the animal gets away, great. You had a good day, right? But yeah. I can't either, Mary. And even when I go out hunting, Kim, I make sure that my shot is going to down that animal where it is, and it's going to die quick and not slow, right?
Exactly.
Where I see a lot of them, like there's this guy on the internet. I can't remember the name of his channel, which it doesn't really matter. But he's been doing spear hunting, with big game animals, and the hunting association is right up in arms against him right now, because it's cruel, They're suffering more than they need to with a spear, right?
Oh,
So they're trying to get that banned so you can't spear hunt no more. And I'm right there with them. I signed a petition online going against it, right? Because you can't throw a spear hard enough to penetrate deep enough to hit a vital organ, right? So it's just bleeding, death, and suffering while it's doing it. I don't agree with that.
well, I think that you should have the right. If you spear one, then you have the right to go ahead and take it down with a gun.
Right. But he just uses spears, eh? He doesn't have a gun with him to make it a quick kill or nothing. Just a spear.
But
Half of these animals are running for like 3-4 miles before they fall, right? With this big stick hanging out of them. I don't know. It's crazy. Not my way of hunting, I guess. Everybody has their own way. I just don't agree with a lot of them.
how you gonna haul
I don't know.
it? Nice up there to cover bridge, wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
it? She's looking at a scooter.
Oh, nice.
I don't, it doesn't tell me.
You too, Iron Dog. You have a great day, buddy. Don't work too hard, eh?
There's a phone name. Make a choice.
Goodbye, out. Or goodbye, Iron Dog.
He got it.
Like his children.
Yeah.
You get it eventually.
I know who you are. You live here. I'll figure it out.
I do the same thing, dog. I call my kids different names than what they are. It's crazy. You get so much confusion in your head in one day, you know, it's wow.
And battery.
It's down there on the bottom,
Oh, down here.
probably under the seat.
So where'd Big Steve get to? You still in here?
Yeah, he said something there earlier.
He says, you love everything you can eat, Iron Dog. Well, most of us do. If we can eat it, we usually like it. Hey, Steve, don't you like what you eat, buddy? I've seen you eat, so you can't say you don't.
I'm pretty much on the seafood diet.
Yeah, I see it and, you know, watch other people eat it. I hear you, Kim.
If I see it, I can eat it.
Yep. I bet it does keep you out of trouble there, dog.
Well, I know a guy that married 3 different women, and each one of them their name was Linda.
Right.
And this is the God's truth. I worked with this guy, and he's still married to the 3rd one, and her name is Linda.
Wow. See you later, Iron Dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know you love Kathy.
It's amazing how many people you run into in your life that have the same name as other people, or even the same name as you, eh? Like here on YouTube, I must have met probably 6 or 7 different guys with the same name, Brad, right?
I don't remember, but I ran across one not too long ago that was Brad.
Mm-hmm. Koping, how are you this morning?
Well, hello, Kathy.
She says, keep me out of this, dog. Hey,
Good morning, Kathy.
Koping.
You changed your name back.
I like her as coping alone better. I know her as that better, right? There's
Well,
been a lot of
here just so I know who she is.
right. There's been a lot of them changing their icon pictures, and you don't know who they are. Where's your money, woman? I'm starving and I need food. Do you have a corner down there, Steve? Go stand out on it and show your leg, man. Get some money for some food, I swear.
Put a shirt on.
Yeah, you got to have a shirt on, bro. They don't like that without the shirt. They just like to see the bare leg, eh?
Yeah, Brad, I put a picture on my icon there, or my avatar.
Hey, that's a nice one, Kim. I like that one. That's nice. That's a good picture of you.
I had just got my hair cut that day.
Yep.
Been a few years, though.
Right. Yeah, I got to cut mine sometime, but the wife doesn't want me to.
I love your hair.
That's my long hair, she says, so I'll keep it, I guess. He's doing not too bad coping. We're just kind of taking it a day at a time. He's actually got parts of his body that are starting to shut down, so it won't be long. I just wish that instead of having him in so much pain that he would just, go see God and mom and everybody else, But it'll come when God's ready for him, I guess,
It's a sad deal, but it's a life.
That is life, yep. Thank you, Coping. Love you much too, you know that. Ken, this is one of the best places I've ever been for meeting people and such caring people,
Sure.
Beautiful community, it really is.
But I've met a few.
Oh yeah, I want to meet a few myself, but I got to get.
I've met a few that has not been.
Oh yeah.
Focus on the good.
That's right. Jen says, got to focus on the good, not the bad.
That's right.
Right. Good morning, Jen.
Mystic Days, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, bro. Have you ever met Mystic Days there, Kim?
I am a supporter.
Yeah, I've been on his channel quite a bit. They got a really good channel going. They do. I just want to say, anybody in the chat here that doesn't know Mystic Days, go check him out. He's got a good stream. He does a lot of outdoor wood stuff. Like he shows you how to do charcoal cloths for starting your fires with a stone, He makes his own charcoal cloth and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, check him out, guys. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good channel. He's got 513 supporters.
Yep. Yeah, me and he went somewhere else that night, but me and his wife started a little game on the internet, on the live stream, where we were just guessing what anybody was thinking, right? We'd put so many lines in for so many words, right? It could be 5 words, you'd have 5 lines. Okay, now you got to guess what that is, right? So you say, okay, well, give us a letter, right? Put 1 letter in. So you might get a vowel or you might get a, But yeah, we done that for about an hour. It was a lot of fun.
Kathy Coping Alone asked, how is Pam? Lean back and say hi to her.
Hi, Kathy. I'm fine.
She looks beautiful today, doesn't she, Coping?
She does. We've been in the hot tub, had her coffee.
Oh, see, Kim's getting her going already with that hot tub, eh? I like the video you guys done with Kim in the tub with all them rubber duckies. That was so funny. I laughed so hard when I watched that.
I wanted to do another one, but he doesn't want to.
Oh,
With the ducks. I thought it was cool.
It was. That was a good video, Kim. I'd do another one, man.
I was going to build some boats and stuff for him, but I might do it. I might talk him into it.
Yep. Coping wants to know if the boat's still floating, Kim.
Yeah, it's in there. I got a all-weather box out by the hot tub,
Right.
and I got them all sacked up in it.
See, they're all getting anxious to get out, Kim. You got to do another video.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm a good one to talk. I haven't been able to do no videos or even a live stream since,
Yeah, well,
Dad's been getting sick, but
I
I got to
don't know
look
what
after,
it is.
I got to look after my dad more than be on YouTube right now. So,
Oh, yeah, that's more important. I
yeah.
don't know what it is. We've been doing different things around the house, and it just wears us out.
Well,
Oh, it does.
he told you about putting the electrical outlet in because the new couch has 3 recliners in it. See,
Oh,
So
okay.
we wanted it on its own circuit, and it took him. I mean, he just worked on a little bit every day, but it took him 4 days.
Yeah.
And I said, at this rate, you wouldn't make much as an electrician.
No.
No. Well,
To be honest, I wouldn't either, Kim. I don't deal with electricity.
I made a mark where I wanted the outlet. Okay. So I found the stud, and then I started laying out for the outlet, and I laid it out right over the stud. Well, when I cut it, it was too late.
Yeah.
the whole house was vibrating with that
I'll bet.
little thing you have.
Well, Lord's just going like this as you're cutting it.
And just for the clearing it up, it didn't take me 4 days.
Just a
Yes, it
second.
did.
Kim.
No, it didn't.
It did. I swear, I marked it on the calendar.
Oh, you're mistaken.
But it only took 2 days to do the fan. 'Cause
Well, that's not too bad.
we
Well,
needed the fan.
We had to go buy it.
Right.
By the time we went and bought it, that wasted that day.
Oh, yeah.
So the first day we took it down because I was trying to see if I could put in a new switch, and
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
You didn't get one of the wires crossed, Kim?
No, it was no, I'm talking about the old fan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I pulled on the chain and the
Right.
chain broke. Okay. Not a problem. Of course, I was going to bed and I pulled the chain to shut the light off or shut the fan off,
Right.
and the chain broke. So I just shut the switch off because the fan was still going. So I had one of them little connections with the chain because it's so high up there. It's a 9-foot ceiling, and you could pull the chain and it wouldn't change it. The fan's running all the time, and the light wouldn't come on. And I took it apart. And I got one of the meters, and the chain, the switch worked, but it still,
Right. I was just laughing at coping there. She said maybe you should have let Pam do it. Haha. Women rule,
He won't even let me get up on the ladder anymore.
Hey, I won't let my girlfriend either. It's not safe. I'm sorry.
No,
That's a thing for men to do. If we fall down and get hurt, it's our own stupidity. If you fall down and get hurt, it's our stupidity too for letting you do it.
Correct.
But anyway, guys, my dad's shower's on his way here. The nurse is coming, and we gotta get going here with picking some stuff up and getting dad's stuff ready for his bath and whatnot. But
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here too, Brad.
I'll,
But it's been a pleasure.
I'll say a
well,
prayer.
it's always a pleasure coming up, Kim. You know that. I love being on your chat. Just sometimes I can't make it up, but when I can, I love to be up here.
Well, Kathy, do you have your coffee? I'll tell you a joke so you'll spit coffee across the room. You remember she's the one I was
Yeah, I
talking about?
remember.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
At the top there, Coping says crying and laughing.
So, real quick, Kathy, how did your surgery go? Are you okay with it now?
You too, Mystic. You have a great day, buddy, and have a blessed day.
Tell me how you're doing with your surgery, and then I'll get off of here.
Yeah, I want to hear about that too, actually. Okay, Mystic.
Thank you for coming in, Mystic.
It's healed up, Coping. That's great.
So now she's got another surgery. Wow, coming. Waiting on the next one.
Wow. We'll be praying for you, Coping, for sure. Hear my dogs barking back there, Kim?
Yeah, they sound fine.
They bark at a leaf going across the road, eh? They hear a leaf and they're barking.
Well, that's okay.
Not really. It is for you because you're not hearing it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
No, I love my dogs, guys. They do bark a lot, but that's their way of letting us know that there's something might be wrong, you know?
Well, Coping, Kathy, I'm going to try to take a video of them carrying in the couch. It's 3 pieces. They'll put it together, and each one
That'd be cool. Kim. I'd
one
watch.
hooks together. She said you only had to have one plug-in, and we've got a plug-in in the corner, but it comes from upstairs or in the attic.
Right.
I'm trying to get all the electric that's of any power off of that circuit up there because it's the old knob and tube wiring.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you know, it's okay, but it's probably only 15 gauge wire. I don't know. And as long as it stays apart, it won't hurt anything.
I got to go, Kim. There's something going on with Pop.
Okay.
Bye.
See
See
you,
you
Brad.
later. Thanks for having me, Kim. Love y'all.
Welcome. Marie, thank you very much for you coming in too, all the way up there, Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna shut this down, and God blessing to everyone that can hear me.